Hello, my divine kings and queens. I'm back to do another video. And today's message is confirmation for some of y'all. This gonna be their last go. This last betrayal mean war. This last betrayal was a sign that your enemies were not going to give up. It was a sign to God that there is no more sparing. There is no more understanding. There is no more overlooking. There is no more forgiving. There is no more letting things skate by. You understand what I'm saying? People really been coming for your head. People really been coming for your livelihood. People really been coming for your forward progression. Oh, but hold on though, I ain't finished. People really been coming for your destiny. People really been coming for your beauty, for your body. People really been coming for your choice of words, your background, your education, your history, whatever that may be. Your mind, your mindset, your way of thinking, your belief system, choices you've made, people you've allowed around you. It's over though. You ain't no damn test dummy on how much spell work people can work before they make you break. How many tests and people can we send their way so we can figure out if they really gonna stand on business on what they talk about and what they really is and what they ain't. It ain't these people's business, to all due respect, fuck with you because they don't like you. But them effing with you ain't got nothing to do with, oh, you know what I'm saying, you did something to them. It got everything to do with who you are, what you've been able to create, and what's in store for your future. You got hypocrites out here, man. You got straight hypocrites out here. Let me give you an example. They'll sit up here and say that you a hoe. But look at the world and the society that we in. What they promote? Promiscuity. What do they glamour? What do men fantasize about? I mean, you can't leave nothing up for mystery no more. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't coming for nobody. I ain't coming for nobody in the industry. People that's not in the industry, man. Do you make your living, get it how you live. All what I'm saying is it wouldn't be a problem if people wouldn't come for you. But since people want to come for you, yeah, you a hypocrite. Because look at what they promote. And 9 times out of 10, these are people, like I said, who are whores themselves, thieves themselves, part of secret covens and groups that sit up here and target innocent people. Because they evil as hell and ain't got nothing better else to do. Ain't got no reason for why they don't like you, but I don't like you. Knowing that you classy, knowing what you stand on, knowing how you move. Let me tell you something, because that may not make a lot of sense to a whole lot of folk. You feel what I'm saying? But let me tell you something. God is going to increase you more than where you was at before the enemy came for you this last go. I'm going to say it again. God is going to increase you more than where you was at. Wherever you was at, just think about where you was at before these people came for you again. And just magnify that times 20. That's what you about to step into. These people did the absolute most. They did the absolute most. It wasn't that serious to sit up here and come for you because of what you was saying, because of what you was doing, because of where you was going. But let me tell you something. For all that suffering, God didn't intend for you to go through all that suffering if he didn't plan on having you reign and step into another victory. You understand what I'm saying? He wouldn't have had you go through all that suffering if he didn't intend for you to experience another victory. People wanted to make you feel small. They wanted to bring you down a peg or two. That's what this whole thing has been about. Let me just tell you and break this down to you real quick what this has been about. People hate your damn guts, ain't never like you. Ain't never had no reason for why they didn't like you. Let me tell you something. If you came out with any kind of a shape, you came out with any kind of some sense and knowledge that you was able to build and capitalize off of. You feel what I'm saying? They hated that. I'm gonna get to all of it. Let me tell you something. It didn't matter what you did. It didn't matter what you didn't do. It didn't matter if you stayed up in the house all day and sat up in that house, didn't go nowhere until you just passed away or rotted away. It would have been something in your life about your journey associated with your anointing and your destiny and your future that people would have taken and been like, I'm jealous of it. I'm envious of it. Your very being, your nature, I'm jealous of it. I'm envious of it. So people told massive lies on you. Got groups, worked spell work against you. Got their sons and their daughters to not like you, turn away from you, see you a certain way. Instead of people seeing you, this what I'm saying though. Everybody gonna have to stand on the decisions that they made. They already carried these plans out with your cousins, with your aunts, with exes. You feel what I'm saying? With your mothers, with your fathers, with their mothers, with their fathers. They already carried these missions out. They already did what the hell they were supposed to do. They wanted to knock you down. Don't ask me why you and why not somebody else, right? Something about you people didn't like. Something about you they wanted to keep down. Something about you and your destiny and what you was slated to step into, they didn't want you to step into it. But let me say something. They hated everything about you. But realizing there's nothing but lovable things about you that is associated with your character, which gives people a reason to say, well, why did we sit back and hate them so? Why did we sit up here and comfort them to want to see them in ruin? You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's like people didn't have no reason for why they came for you. But because you stepped into what you stepped into and you was going places, they wanted to bring you down. And this is what I'm saying. People will do things to try to knock you down and make you feel small instead of taking all that energy and that effort into bigging themselves up. The same amount of effort and energy that it takes to sit up here and bring somebody else down and make them feel small, baby, you could have put that invested into yourself to big yourself up on whatever the hell it is that you was jealous about this person on. But see, you got dudes out here that don't know themselves. Don't know what the hell they want. In and out of every damn thing. You understand what I'm saying? Man sitting up here jealous of women. You got women ain't got nothing going on for themselves, and if they do, they shouldn't have a reason for why they was jealous of you. But if that spirit was in them and on them of envy and jealousy, yeah. Whether they had something going for them or they didn't. All what I'm saying is for all these people combined that it took to sit up here and make your life a living hell. What was funny, what was once, the grand scheme of things, and this was going to be a plan that was going to go down in history as the best plan and taking this person down. Ain't no way you going to come up out of this. No, ain't no way they finna come up out of what the hell they finna go through. God will bless who bless you and he'll curse who curse you. Let me tell you something. These people are cursed. Ain't no way around that. An apology ain't finna fix this shit. Coming back ain't finna fix this shit. Sitting up here and turning themselves in ain't finna fix this shit. Them going through what they put you through is what's finna fix it. They gonna have to carry that out for everything to be balanced. That means if people ain't going through it already, they juggling their finances. I guarantee you that. This karma already is being served right now because of what it is that you've had to endure in 2023 and all of 2024. The uncompromising situations and predicaments that people placed you in, what the hell they was trying to do and binding you up and holding you back, hating you for no just reason, telling lies, gossiping, slandering you behind your back, making faces behind your back, abusing you, misusing you, misrepresenting you. I'm telling you, if they didn't serve as your ally and tried to form some kind of sort of an alliance with you before you went through what you was going through or while you was going through what you was going through, too late for that shit now. They had ample enough time to do it when they needed to do it in order to show God that at least they was trying to change. Ain't nobody perfect. Yeah, we make mistakes. We believe in the wrong people. We go the wrong way. But I'm trying to fix it now. Nah. They sat back. And some people, because of their pride, they was like, I'm going to make it work. I'm going to make it stick. Some people, because they went too far with it, you understand what I'm saying? They was like, nah, let's see how far we can get away, if we can get away with it. But let me tell you something. Like I say, for all your suffering, for everything that you've had to endure, I'm telling you, if you ain't been seeing the signs already, and God has not even been dropping it in your spirit, but I feel like he has, you are about to be blessed. I'm telling you, it's get your spirit right. You understand what I'm saying? Get your spirit right. Get your spirit right. Do whatever it is that you need to do. Go pray. Go ask God for clarity. Go ask him for guidance. You've been thugging it out. You've been fighting. You've been doing things and acting out in good faith. And I'm telling you, because of that, I mean, you was getting it on all ends. People who didn't know you, people who thought they knew you, and then people who grew up with you and who knew you. Everybody knew that you didn't deserve this, but they all figured if we group up together and do it anyway, it would make us feel good about ourselves, or we'll get something out of it, or we'll feel satisfied in being able to knock you down. It ends and it's over after this cycle. You got people, you've been going up against people who don't know themselves, or either one that want to be you. You've been going up against people who've been in competition with you. You've even been going up against people who didn't know themselves, play like they loved you, or possibly did love you, but it was so toxic. The connection was toxic. The partnership was toxic. The friendship was toxic. The family dynamic was toxic. It didn't carry over as love. It carried over as hate, even though these people say, I had love for you. Because if people who had love for you, people who have love for you want the best for you. People who have love for you will add to you so that you can make it. People who love you will sacrifice and say, I don't mind being behind the scenes. I don't mind being the one who didn't do it, or who didn't step into this, or didn't do it. Because you know what? Cuz finna do it. Fam finna do it. My daughter finna do it. My son finna do it. You know what I'm saying? My wife finna do it. My baby mother. They will support you. Whatever it don't have to be. Love is what you make it. You feel what I'm saying? But the way that it's supposed to be represented, the way that it was supposed to carry over to you, it wasn't. See, the way that you gave people love, you showed people better than you can tell them. If they needed something, you was there. If they needed good sound advice, you gave it. If they needed a good example on what a woman should be, how a woman should carry themselves, you tried to be that to the best of your ability. If you tried to show what a man should be like, you did that to the best of your ability. People couldn't respect you. They didn't give it back to you. And they treated you harsh. I mean, it's one thing, you feel me, to do somebody bad. And it's another thing to just completely, utterly destroy and dog the hell out of a person when you didn't have to do that. You had no reason to do it. This person gave you no reason to do that. Whether you felt like it was justified, whether you felt like you had backup and this shit wasn't gonna blow back on you or your family, whether you felt like you was gonna go unscathed while sitting up here and causing chaos and destruction and ruin and loss for someone else. I don't care what these people did. If it don't hit them, it's going to hit the next generation. And see, this is what we talk about when we talk about generational curses. You understand what I'm saying? Somebody somewhere, generations back, did something that cursed and messed up the whole bloodline. And so now we here sitting up here trying to battle and break curses of poverty, break curses of even what it is to show someone real love, what it means to truly love ourselves, break generational curses of this envy, of this jealousy, of whatever it may be that's generational. This is what I'm saying about you have to watch how you move towards other people. And listen, let me tell you something. Maybe these people been doing it to other people, sure. But when they did it to you, maybe they didn't think you had backup. Because your family's so damn jaded and was in with it on the mess, they didn't think you had that either. So they thought it was just up for grabs. This is an easy go. It's like taking candy from a baby. I guess they counted out God. That you was the son and the daughter of a king. And when I say that he don't play about his, he don't play about his. And he'll touch down. You may not get that shit right away. Stuff was still going on and still flowing. But when God got you up out the mix, he was able to hit these people the way that they needed to be hit in order to make them understand you ain't God. You never will be God. Who you thought you was trying to play me. People wanted to play God and exert a certain level of superiority over you in your life. so that you would hearken down and break down. I don't think you truly understand how diabolical these people are. You got people who want to be you, who jealous as hell of you, jealous of what it is that you was able to co-create, create, and build for yourself on your own, by your lonely, with the help of the Most High. Okay, so they sat back, right? Looked at you, been studying you, still watching and viewing in your life. I don't know who the hell these people are, but I mean, for some of y'all, you will be shocked as hell, because you would think years done passed by. You ain't moved on. You treated me wrong, but you still looking? I thought you went where you wanted to go. I thought you had who you wanted up in your life. I thought you was living the life that you wanted to live. So what is you still looking back for? What is you still trying to sit up here and hurt somebody? Exert some level of revenge for? People weird, man. These people, what is this world and why am I in it? I'm pretty sure that's something that y'all probably done asked yourselves and asked God. What is this world and why am I in it? Because it don't make sense. You don't understand. You don't understand these people. You don't understand their madness. You understand what I'm saying? You don't understand their level of madness, because at the end of the day, just like they don't understand your level of madness, and how no matter what comes your way, no matter who comes your way, no matter what you feel, no matter what bags, you know what I'm saying, or burdens you're left to carry, you still yet get up every day. You still get up in every cycle. You still get up and you move forward. So just like you don't understand their method of madness, they don't understand your method of madness. They don't even understand God's method of madness. But this is what I'm saying of how he utilized these people. How he utilized these people, right? You may never understand. It ain't for you to understand. There's a lot of things that we go through. There's a lot of things of which it is that we have to endure. People that we come across that we don't even understand why it is that we have to keep going against it. You're the strongest one. You're the one that has the most sense. You're the most wise. You are the one that has this certain level of healing energy that everyone else does not possess. No one else is what I'm trying to say is there would not be another man or woman best fit for the job other than you. So you have to go through a whole lot of shit that you shouldn't have had to go through. That shouldn't have been your life. But because you did, but because you suffered, because you endured, because you fought, I'm telling you, the blessings that you are going to step into, and I know it's a whole lot of people that's suffering, still suffering right now. Money may be tight. You may be juggling certain things. You may still be trying to overcome a heartbreak. But when I tell you there is nothing else left for you to do but push, but walk, but go forward, what hell else is you finna do? And while you're pushing, while you're going forward, and while you're walking, don't be sitting up there talking about some, God, I know you gonna do something for what I went through. God, I know you. Just know that he wouldn't have had you go through all that suffering. Some of y'all been seeing signs. Y'all know that y'all a good person. Y'all know that y'all are slated and destined for good things. If you stepped into it before, what's saying that you ain't finna step into it again? Magnified on a whole nother level than what it was before. This is what I tell people about being retarded and having enough sense. If you're gonna sit up here and be evil and crime, maybe they thought that if they did all of what it is that they did, some of these people did so much to you. I'm talking about if they don't end up dead and they don't end up cursed, them or their generations to come, they finna be somewhere locked up. I'm telling you, they sat up here and exerted so much power over you to get you to crumble, to get you to fail, to get you to be held back, to get you to not be seen and visible, just so the destiny that they saw you having, you wouldn't have. I'm trying to figure it out, though. Help explain this to me. If God gave you the destiny, what makes them think that they was going to sit up here and be more powerful than God to say that you can't have the destiny? Yeah, you going to go through some mess. Yeah, you may not have it when you think you're supposed to have it, but all they did was see you having it. They didn't know when you was going to have it. They just see you having it. Didn't understand the role that they was going to play in you getting there. These people gave you the test that you ended up turning into testimonies for your life because of the strength that God gave you to help you overcome them tests. They so damn stupid, they can't even sit back and understand, let's let well enough be enough to leave this person alone. All what they did in coming for you is they magnify you. They intensify the attacks. They turn up the heat. And they make it harder and harder and harder for you. So when you come up out the shit, you more stronger and wiser than what the hell you was before they started and decided to F with you. Don't that make sense what I just said? If you, what don't kill you make you stronger. So if they keep coming for you, you just gonna keep overcoming. If all you gonna do is just be in a position to make it right back, to keep moving forward and to get it on a whole nother level magnified than what it was before they sat up here and came for you. This was the role that God gave these people. You didn't know that. They didn't know that, but God knew that. That's why I'm saying everybody's sitting around you confused as to why they don't understand your method of madness, God's method of madness. But let me tell you something. God understands it, and he let the madness go in your favor to increase you, to magnify the blessings that he had already intended for you to have. That was part of that destiny that these people saw. So what they did in coming for you was increase your anointing, increase those spiritual gifts that God gave you, which helped you increase your level of strength, your level of wisdom, your level of tact. So when you step into it this time, ain't gonna be nothing a person gonna be able to do. Because what they wanted to do didn't make no sense. They wanted to sit back and keep working with people, to send people your way, to have you relive out traumas that you had already healed from. So I guess people wanted to sit up here and cause you to be some type of sort of a damn test dummy, so they could sit back and be like, well, they really mean what they saying? Is they finna go back when they talk all this about self-love? It wasn't for these people to exert that and do that to you so they could figure some shit out. Because let me tell you something, it wasn't even about what you was talking about. If somebody else, if it would have came out somebody else's mouth, they would have listened to it, hearkened to it, and they would have supported that person. But because it came out of your mouth, it ain't got nothing to do with the content, it ain't got nothing to do with what you were saying. It got everything to do with these people not liking you. Oh, let me try to break this down. I guess you was just supposed to have these people on your journey. You understand what I'm saying? Because let me tell you something, ain't nothing that you doing that hasn't been done already. Ain't nothing that you doing that other people ain't taking the lead and taking a hint and taking an example and taking notes and doing themselves as well. So what is the big deal about you doing it? What is so much about your life that people want to sit up here and either want to have it, they want to be you, they want to emulate you, they want to... I'm talking about... I don't think y'all get it. I don't think you get it. I don't think you get it. This is what I'm saying. You don't understand their method of madness. But because they wanted to exert their madness and cruelty and hatred and bitterness upon you, they finna pay for that dearly. They did it to someone and they did it to you, and they wanted to carry out these plans against you when all you wanted to do was just move the hell forward. You didn't talk bad about nobody, so they need to shut up and stop saying what it is that you said and how you treated them. You was the one that was done wrong. You was the victim. Let's sit up here and financially screw them over, spiritually screw them over, physically screw them over. They beat you, tormented you, bullied you, screwed with you. Your level of peace, your stability. I mean, I don't know for how long these people been getting away with it, but I guess because all of these people are so dark and evil, and they thought because they ran in packs that they was invincible. But they about to see how much that don't mean nothing when it comes to God. He ain't no respect of persons. Ain't no rock that you're going to be able to hide under. Ain't no group that you're going to be associated to that's going to be able to save you from the damnation that you caused upon yourself and that of your family. Because you came for his when they didn't send for you. So I don't know what piece people saying to try to justify as to why they don't like you. Some people been hiding it so they don't have to explain. But if you have to hide it, it's because you know there's no reason for you to feel the way that you feel towards a person. But if you feel that way, instead of you going to go heal, you rather sit up here and gang up on people, tell lies on people, be an idiot and be childish and be pathetic as hell, and sit up here with all your other pathetic, bitter other groups and friends and laugh at somebody and try to tear them down. It's so pathetic. It's so weird. It's so much money to be made out here. It's people out here struggling. People out here dead, ain't lived to see another day. And this is the what's confusing. This is the stupidity that people want to carry out because of what it is that they wanted for your life. They were tired of hearing you talk. They was tired of hearing you with this confidence. They was tired of seeing you win. I don't know what it is about these people or these people's families that you was tied to, but I'm telling you, something is off. Something's off with them, some off with their family. Like, for real. Because there's no way that you can sit up here and say that you have this level of hatred for someone that did nothing to you. But if they cross paths with you, they showed you the utmost respect. I would never understand it, man. You can give your hand out to people and give people your damn last, and they'll turn around and act like you ain't do nothing for them with how much they're showing this level of hatred and envy and cruelty and bitterness and betrayal to you. I'm telling you, man, stuff that people acted out on you, they didn't do to no other woman or no other man. But they felt like you was the one that deserved this shit. And I'm telling you, for that, because they didn't have no reason and ain't nobody wanted to come and try to fix this and help you and be an ally to you, they finna pay for that. They already feeling the shit. When they go through what they go through, they know why they going through it. That's why some of these people ain't turned around and circled the block yet. And if they have, they thinking that, okay, if I come back or I try to make an alliance with you now, maybe God will spare me. Some of these people didn't even believe in God before they thought out these plans. Watch, they believe in him now. Because he ain't playing. They messed with someone who did believe in him. They messed with someone who did hold on to his hand. They messed with someone who may not be perfect, may not have the same belief or carry out the same method or delivery as somebody else. But when it comes down to the relationship and the bond that they have with God, it's unmatched. It's unparalleled. I want y'all to turn to and read the scripture, Luke 2:52. I want you to read that scripture over and over and over again. And when you think that you have a good understanding for it, you don't. I want you to go back and read it over and over and over again some more. God is going to increase you in every way possible. There's no limit. There is no restriction to or boundary or limit to what it is that God is about to do for your life. He is about to increase you in every way possible. There's not going to be nothing that anybody's going to be able to do to stop it, to block it, to detour it anymore. It's over. You know who you is. You know how much fraud you did. You know how you sexually abused, physically abused, mentally and spiritually abused someone. Some of y'all, they ain't just do it to you. They did it to your children. They did it to your family. They did it to your parents. Oh my God, these people are weird and they're evil. They're weird because they're evil. That's what it is. It's something about you. Maybe people been like, you know, if I could go back in time, I would have done this too. I would have been, but accept where the hell you is in your life. Accept where you are in your life. And whatever it is that you want to make about your life, you do that. But what you don't do is sit up here and cause unnecessary burdens and blockages and suffering for someone who just wanted to move forward in their life. So this is what I'm saying. This was the last go. These people didn't even understand the role that they played. Like I said, they gave you the test that God gave you the strength to overcome. That's going to serve as your testimony to impact a mass of people. They couldn't stop that. They gave that to you. The very thing that they tried to stop, they served as part of you getting it anyway. Because they couldn't just leave you the hell alone. So everything that it is that people put you through, I'm telling you, if it don't make the news, if these people don't end up locked up, it's going to be something that's going to be known as to how much you had to go through at the hands of this weird-ass family, at the hand of your weird family, at the hands of obsessed people from your past. Everything that you've had to battle, everything that you've had to endure, everything that you had to go through, and you kept pushing and you kept walking. You may not understand what you're going through, but let me tell you something. God don't have no understanding for someone who chooses to opt out of their destiny and their purpose or what it is that he's asking. Because let me tell you something. There's a reason why you had to go through what you had to go through, and you were strong enough to overcome it, because somebody out there somewhere that you don't even know is going worse than you ain't got the strength. And maybe if they hear what it is that somebody else has gone through and been able to overcome, just overcome. I ain't talking about stepping into the mansion and riding around in the Benz. I'm talking about just being able to overcome and still have their mind screwed on right. That may just be the little piece that somebody need to build back their strength in their situation that's causing them to be downtrodden and burdened and discouraged. You will never understand why you go through what you go through and why God put the most up on your back. He ain't made no contract and no deal with the devil. He just allowed the devil to be who the hell the devil was gonna be. Manipulative, conniving, deceitful, seeking of whom it is that he can kill, steal, and destroy from. Going about of seeking of whom it is of whom he can steal from, kill, and destroy. He just sat back and let it happen because he knew he was going to give you the strength to do what? To overcome. So everything that these people stole, whatever the hell it is that they got up in your name, whatever the hell it is that they've done with their sons, with their daughters, with their aunts, with their children, with your mother, with your father, with people on your side, with exes, just sit back and count down the time that you finna. Because when it come knocking at your door, don't sit up there and be like, I didn't know, and oh, please spare my children. But your children was out here abusing. Your children was out here conspiring to kill someone, to have someone taken out. You frauding people. You sexually abusing people. You lying on people, betraying people. You spiritually attacking folk who ain't even bother you, ain't even worrying about you. Are you retarded or are you mental? I don't know which the one that you is, but if you're trying to sit up here and place that on somebody else and on my chosen ones, on God's chosen ones and on his children, you a damn fool. Because people can clearly sit back and see who it is that's bothering people and who ain't. Who it is that's coming for somebody and who's not. Who's sitting up here and trying to move forward with their damn life, and who trying to sit up here and hold them back in their life for no good reason. You've always been the victim. But now you about to be the victor. Because you about to step into so much victory and blessings. I'm telling you, man, I wouldn't tell you nothing trying to give y'all some false hope. Oh, God, man, whatever the hell it is, even if you don't get it at the end of this year, you finna get it. It's happening. It's slated for you. Because you kept walking, because you kept persevering. You don't get far trying to sit up here and bring somebody down a peg or two when all you got to do is focus on you and building yourself up. And this is the thing. You want to be somebody and be in competition with somebody so damn bad, you should have had my damn life. And let me would have had some peace. Maybe I could have opted out of what it is that I went through. I could have opted out of rape. I could have opted out of family betrayal and hatred and envy and jealousy. I could have opted out of heartbreak. I could have opted out of financial ruin and poverty. I could have opted out of domestic abuse. Let's shoot for it though. I could have opted out of the abortions that I had to go through by myself. I could have opted out of health complications. Let's go for it though. You want to be somebody so damn bad instead of being yourself. So let's gun for it. Let me tell you all the criteria and the requirements. And the level of scrutiny, obstruction, injustices. Huh? I'm trying to figure it out. They want to be you so damn bad, but didn't want to go through what it is that you went through. Wouldn't have been able to survive, baby, a second, let alone a minute, in your shoes. It ain't easy being you. Hashtag ain't easy being me. Hashtag ain't easy being me. Hashtag I'm one of a kind. Hashtag 1 in a million. Matter of fact, 1 in a billion. Because when people encounter you and then they go off and they move on with their life, I ain't trying to big you up. I ain't trying to gas you up. That's some shit I don't do. You came across people who wanted to do that and play them childish ass games. I don't do that. When people encounter you and then they go on with their life, you know why people do the weird stuff and be on the weird stuff that they be on? This is including your family, your friends, and exes. Bruh, because they go their ass out there after treating you wrong, act like they couldn't meet you where you was meeting them at. It's the story of your life. It don't never change no matter how many times you talk about it, no matter how many times you expose these people on what it is that they took you through and what you know. You play stupid. You far from it though. You just sit back and be like, dang, this is what people was gonna do, play you like you was stupid. They was really gonna take it this far. Placing people in your city and your neighborhood, paying people to sit up here and screw with you just so you wouldn't be something in life. It's that bad to where people want to knock you down off your high horse when you never rode in on one. But God is trying to increase you and magnify you because you know what? It's high time that you do ride on that horse. You damned if you do, you damned if you don't with these people. So stop trying to belittle and hold yourself back and settle for less than what it is that you deserve and be hidden, all because you trying to sit up here and not bruise these people's ego. They go off after treating you wrong. They go off after losing you. They go off after saying you was the problem. Left you there. Told lies on you, never gave you your flowers, never gave you appreciation, never gave you genuine reciprocity. They screwed you over entirely. There was no justification for that mess with the people, what people did to you. If they didn't like you, didn't want to be with you, they could have just left you alone. There is no justification or explanation as to people saying they don't like you, but they want to be you. They don't like you, but they play up in your face to be up in your life to figure out what it is that you got going on so they can block it. There's no justification for playing in your face when you didn't do nothing to nobody, but hate you so damn bad behind your back that people want to do and work things to ensure that you would not be nothing in your life or wouldn't be able to move forward or progress up in your life, because people are so damn bitter and mad as hell as to what it is that they haven't been able to do with theirs. That ain't your problem, though. That sound like a personal problem. Call up. You already know what it is. What number they got to call? Drop it in the comment section. What number these people got to call for all these personal problems and issues that they got? It's personal. Take it up with God. And while you at it, go ahead and call 1-800-FIX-MY-MENTAL. Because some off with you. Some off with you. Seriously, some off with you. Stop trying to hide that shit. Go somewhere and go fix it. For real. I'm telling you, man, they can't, they go off, they can't encounter nobody like you. Because you're too real. You're too pure. Your energy is unlike any other. It's unmatched. It don't matter how well it's packaged up. I'm telling you something real now. They can go off and find a person with fatter pockets than you. They can go off and find a person with a fatter ass than you. I'm being straight up honest. They can go off and find somebody with a snatched waist. A more successful business. You understand what I'm saying? They can go off and find somebody chiseled down, all muscular and everything. Tattoos, goals in their mouth, whatever these people's preference is. They will never find, and they will never have or experience another you, though. They will never encounter another you, but they took you through so much. I'm talking about, if you such a peaceful person, bro, you ain't letting these people back in your life. They had one time, for some, several, to show you what they was going to stand on and what they was going to do when it came to you. They couldn't be a good friend to you, wasn't trying to be. They couldn't even be a good father, a good mother, a good aunt, a good cousin, baby father, baby mother, wife, whatever. They weren't trying to work with you and form alliances with you. So it's too late. For all that suffering that you had to endure and what people wanted for you and what was slated for your journey, baby, let me tell you something. You finna step into a mass victory and blessing. Y'all have already been seeing the signs. God has already given you the clarity and the confirmation. However you about to receive it, whoever you're about to receive it from or through, whenever it's about to come in, just know God wouldn't have you intend for you to suffer if he didn't plan on having you rise up again with him. You just keep that in the back of your mind the next time something gets too hard or it gets too much for you to bear. I understand. I level set with you. Trust and believe. When I'm ready to tell my story, I'm finna tell it. But if I'm pushing, you got to push with me. I don't care where you are, where you at, what you going through. All what I'm saying is just sit back. And since you walked through all that suffering, just be prepared to walk through all the victory and the blessings that God has for you in this season. And until next time, y'all stay prayed up and be blessed. And you already know, if you need a friend, you got it in me. If you need love, you got it in me. If you need inspiration, motivation, a life example, you already know you got it in me. I'm your sister, I'm your friend. I come with that real, never that fake. I keep it 100 with you, I keep it a buck with you. Continue to reach one, teach one, bring others to the JC gang. All right, we ride together, we slide together. JC gang for life. And for those of you who've been waiting patiently, who's pre-ordered, trust and believe I haven't forgotten you. So we about to get and kickstart things off the way that I like it and the way that I intended it for it to go. I definitely had to take a break. I definitely had to take a pause to get my mind together. I've been through a lot of shit in 2023. That's why my delivery is coming different. I do not care no more. I ain't trying to be nobody. I'm just trying to be me And however it come out, and whatever my journey is, and whatever it is that God got for me, that's just what it's gonna be. But I ain't changing, I ain't budging, I ain't bending over for nobody no more. So this last one was it for me. Like I said, I ain't letting nothing go. I ain't forget nothing. And I'm going to get mine one way or another. So like I said, hashtag justice is being served. Because like I said, it's right around the corner along with these blessings. And along with this next level up that y'all about to experience. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody could stop this. The only thing that people was going to do was increase it and magnify it. You understand what I'm saying? And so now it's like all this power that's being unleashed. It's almost like the Black Panther, right? Y'all know how the girl, his sister that came up with the stuff, you know, she was like, okay, punch this and do this. You know, it's like people was beating on you, throwing dirt on you, throwing their burdens on you, lies on you, whatever it is that people wanted to do towards you. And you was just like this, taking it in. Then when you released it, it was like a ball of power. You know what I'm saying? Was just unleashed to where it really helped catapult you to the next level of what it is that you was supposed to be, what it is that you was supposed to experience for all that you endured and for all that you took. You was that one. You was that one. You always been that one. Some people knew it. That's why they came for you so hard. This shit is stupid. And people who they work with, it don't make sense as to why your family was so dim with it. And so conniving and manipulative and just downright evil and childish as to why they wanted to come for you so hard. Exes that wanted to work with people. Everybody is going to be exposed as being as evil and low down and down low and low vibrational as they are. Because this was stupid. It was stupid to carry this out. No one has this much hatred for somebody who has done nothing, absolutely nothing but be themselves. So they hate you because you are yourself. They hate you because of you, because of who. Oh my God, I'm not even finna get into that. Like I said, you don't understand their method of madness. They don't understand your method of madness, why they can't break you, why they can't defeat you, why it's not enough to just keep you down. This last go of what the hell they did with this fraud, this last go of what they did with this gang stalking, this last go of what they did with this sexual abuse, exposing you on the dark web, videos that was created on God, on sight. When I tell you that justice finna touch down for these people, they best sit somewhere and be prepared. Because let me tell you something, you ain't running from shit. And you ain't scared of nothing no more. You done been through the absolute most at the hands of people who was like trying everything on you, the most on you. The reason why they did it was because it was like they were trying everything of what they could to try to break you. But you kept coming back, so they had to come up with the next level of thing and the next level of thing and the next level of thing. But these people couldn't even handle the very first level of what it is that they served to you. They wouldn't even be able to handle that, overcome that. But they kept going to the drawing board, kept doing things to you, trying to see if you would be able to overcome it, trying to see if you was who you said you was. They wouldn't have done this mess to nobody else, but because you were you, and God knew you would be able to be strong enough to overcome it, you went through it. And so like I said, he wouldn't intend for you to go through all that suffering if he didn't plan for you to overcome it and step into amassed victory and blessings. Like I said, he's about to increase you more than where you was at before the enemy came for you this last time. And trust and believe when I say what the hell people about to go through, because if they locked up, they can't come for you no damn more. If they somewhere worrying about their finances and trying to rob Peter to pay Paul, how they gonna be able to come for you? I'm telling you, people about to be in situations where they finna start losing stuff. They wanted to pull together to see you suffer. They need to pull together to overcome what it is that's about to come their way, because it ain't hit you. And if it did, you about to be in a position to overcome it. You about to step into more than what you had before they came for you. And until next time, y'all stay prayed up and be blessed. I love you.